It's time to dad.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Time to Dad. I am here with Jason and Joe. I learned that there's no N at the beginning of Joe's name tonight. I've been thinking in my head it was spelled differently all along. But anyway, thanks for popping in. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna try and keep this one short and sweet. We're dads. We got a lot going on. We've been struggling to get some of these recordings done and posted for you guys. So hope you guys are checking them out and appreciating them. Anyways, I don't know, where do we want to start tonight at? I'm thinking we can talk about dad style. I noticed Jason's hats change every episode, and I don't think I've seen the same one twice.
Yeah, Jason's got a nice style. I like it.
Jason's style. So I think my style is very interesting from the perspective of a dad, because I have the fashion sense of maybe like a 6 or a 7-year-old. So I like to really wear character tees from when I was a kid, and I like my job now because I can wear like different dress shirts. And I mentioned this. We need Josh to talk about Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's sells my shirts. I like these Roosevelt shirts that have characters.
Dude, I want to go to a real Buc-ee's. I'm hearing wherever the first time to dad meetup is between all of us, it's gonna have to be in a location where there's a Buc-ee's within range of where we
have
are.
to be Texas.
Yeah,
it's gonna have to be Texas.
I think it's outside of Texas though, right? Because we're getting a couple here within the next 2 or 3 years.
I say we go wherever the best food is. That's my vote.
Oh, well, that's a wide open table.
Well, that might have to be an episode of best states to get foods, and then we can have different dad styles in different states.
So what your style's like all the retro shirts from shit when we were growing up?
So my thing with my hats and the shirts, I like the different colors and characters, the cartoon stuff from when we were kids. And I feel like that plays very well now because my kids are 2 and 7 months. So they love that I dress like a goober or, a clown in some senses, whether it's I'm a sneaker guy. I got lots of sneakers, lots of shirts with the characters, lots of hats, and he loves that. But like, at what point am I gonna be like embarrassing to him dressing like that? Like that's. So I think right now I'm in a good spot, and he's gonna grow up with it and not really think much of it. Maybe I teach him to be more comfortable in his own skin. I don't know.
My kid wears frickin' it's well after Halloween. He was still wearing like Halloween shit to school. He's wearing like snowman shit in the middle of the spring. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. If it's something he likes and he wants to wear it, we're like, whatever, man. You do you. We'll throw whatever on him, and yeah, that's pretty funny. But I before I got married, I think I talked about this on another episode, but before I had real responsibilities financially, we had hat and shoes Friday, and we'd basically blow like half a damn paycheck on a new pair of shoes and like a fitted hat from. I mean, we go to like Marshalls or TJ Maxx or some shit. I mean, we weren't buying like brand new like $150 pair of Nikes. But as a result, I've got like 40-something pairs of Nikes. Some of them I wear pretty often. Some of them just sit there and collect dust. But my wife gives me hell about it because we have a giant fucking shoe rack right at the stairs up to our room, and we're always running into it and knocking shoes off it and shit. She's like, "Why don't you get rid of them?" And I was like, "You don't understand. Like those shoes are now a part of me."
Yeah, is she into that stuff too, or no?
She is, but she's like stupid picky about like they got to be teal. There has to be teal on the Nikes, which if you've ever looked at women's Nikes, there's not a whole lot of teal. And she likes the high tops, but she doesn't like the like the like bulky Jordan high tops, right? So she's pretty picky, but she does buy shoes. She does at least stick to Nike because she knows I'm a Nike fanatic. I mean, I still have my dress shoes obviously aren't Nike, and I've got some like casual like type tennis shoes. I think they're like Calvin Klein or some shit. But if it's like a athletic shoe, it's always Nike. I don't subscribe to the Hey Dudes, even though I see all the posts and all the dads that are like, this shoe will change your life. That's just not me, and I definitely don't do the like stereotypical New Balance like grass cutting shoes.
Yeah. I'm more of an Adidas.
Wait, I see the mouse wheel turning, Jason. What is
it?
I want to hear Joe. I'll try to save it. Go ahead. I want Joe's.
Well, I was always, growing up sports. I mean, Nike, but Nike, like, I got fat feet, and Nikes are narrow, so they always
you gotta get that wide sole.
Yeah, so like soccer cleats, Nikes were always annoying and challenging.
They do offer them in wide, but you got to order it from the store. You're not gonna find that at like a Foot Locker and shit.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to figure that because my son actually has wide feet too, so it's always a hard time for my wife to find shoes. She's got to do that. But I was always more of an Adidas one. I like Adidas.
I had the shell toes back in the day. Back when I used to skateboard and all that shit, I had a pair of the black and white shell toes when they were pretty popular.
And the Sambas, everybody had the Sambas.
Yeah,
Sambas?
Yeah.
I do have a pair. I mean, I don't know. My style's changed, I guess, a few times. I mean, I actually, it's funny. I just wore a shirt the other day. It was the same shirt I wore when I was going out to the bars in college. It was
that's funny. I still fit the same shit. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm a lot fatter now than I was in college. And I'm like, how big was this shirt on me?
It's like a muscle tee now.
I got to find the picture. I'm like, what did I freaking swim in this thing? What the hell was I thinking? But I don't know. I'm very simple with clothes. I mean, I'm not a picky clothes wearer. My wife picks out a shirt, I'll wear it. If my mom gets clothes for birthdays and Christmas, I'll wear it. I find a few shirts I like. All right, I'll wear it.
It's got to fit right, though. It's got to fit right.
It's all about the fit. I don't have like a.
Yeah, I'm not a brand guy. I do prefer like shirts from Express just because they're like kind of made for guys that are a little like they like the form fitting shirts, right? And they fit a little tighter and they almost look a little more custom than some of the other ones. But yeah, I'll wear whatever the frick brand if somebody gets me something, assuming it fits right. And I hate friggin' pockets on my dress shirts. I can't do goddamn pockets. I don't know why. I just feel like a mega dweeb if there's a pocket on it. It just bothers me because I don't put anything in it.
I don't have a pocket. I thought I had a pocket.
I don't put anything in them, even when I do have a shirt on that has a pocket. I don't know. Pockets just drive me batshit crazy.
I've never noticed that. Hey, now I'm going to look at my shirts. I don't even know if they have pockets. So
it's our company. Our company gave us like when we merged our old firm and the firm I'm with now. They gave us like a little allotment, and you go to the company store and you can get some like branded gear. And it was a cringy moment for me because all the dress shirts you could get all had pockets, and I was like, God damn it! That's like one of the 4 pocket shirts I own is one of the shirts I got from there.
Okay.
I have like OCD with pockets anyway. If it's if I have my wallet, I've gone through different iterations. I think I actually have it here, but like, so I got this wallet that I have now that I like a lot, but I've gone through like the big wallet, like the folding, like the one that you fold in thirds, like a traditional wallet that was too bulky. And then the one that you fold in half that ends up being too bulky, which is what my dad has, which is like freaking monster, like fat wallet.
My dad's wallet was like 2 inches thick. I have no fucking earthly idea what he carried in that thing. But it was like sitting on a brick for him.
And they still do it in the back pocket. Like they just they don't care that they're But I got this wallet now, which I graduated from like the metal one that you like expands that you put the cards in. People like.
I don't know.
So
This is what I rock.
I moved on from that to this, which is like a combo.
Oh, is that the one with the push buttons?
Yes, and it's a combo of all, and it's got the
Show me it.
tag thing. But like, so I can open it and have like small compartments, like not much going on
That
here.
still looks bulky as fuck. Show me the side
It's
profile.
like a wallet.
It's not.
Oh, that's not bad. That's like 3 or 4 cards thick.
You could take this out if you wanted. This makes a little the air tag, but whatever. And then you got the you can like push the button and the card.
Switchblade wallet.
Nice.
He's gonna shank people with his credit cards.
But
What's
like,
that number there?
yeah,
Yeah.
go for it. So, but I had the one that you have, Nick, and I had to like take every single card out to like go through them because there wasn't like
Yeah, it's a bitch.
one. So then I moved on to this, and this is definitely my favorite of the wallets that I've had. Why did I even go? Like, where was I starting? That I started on the wallet talk. I
Pockets.
okay.
Oh yeah, you have a pocket
OCD,
pocket
I don't wanna
asphyxiation.
I don't want to have the wallet in my pocket, and like, so at work, I make sure to try to take that out, but then I'll end up forgetting it on my desk. I don't like things in my pocket at all. Like, especially if I'm in a mode set of I'm at work, so I gotta have like very specifically whether it's like business cards over here or like my pens up high. I like nothing in the pockets or as little as possible because it just annoys me or I'm sitting on it. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Pocket, like when we say pockets, any pocket, or are we talking like you're sitting on it back pocket?
Well, inevitably I end up sitting on things in my back pocket, which I don't. It's like I have to like. So I have cords, like Apple cord or an Android cord because of the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto. When I show the cars, like I gotta kind of have a cord. If I end up on a test drive, I just like I'm always carrying a cord. But like, yeah, sitting on that ends up being annoying. But I don't want it in my front pockets because I just don't want like anything. Like I want very little in those pockets. It just annoys me. I don't know. It's like an OCD thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is annoying having stuff in pockets. But
My phone.
yeah, phone, phone, chapstick, keys. I never have keys in my pockets. That drives me
You don't want
absolutely
to have the phone.
Wait, so where do you carry your key though?
I throw them. Anyway, I just keep my hand thrown, pick up notes. I don't know. If I
You
have
just
a jacket
like set them
then
on your desk when you sit down.
Yeah,
or-
if I have a jacket, then my jacket pocket.
Dude, I would be
once I get
locking
somewhere,
myself
I
out of
take
like the
it.
office and all kinds of shit.
Well, if you had a
Yeah.
2024 Santa Fe, Nick, you could have digital
Wow.
key on your phone, and then you would
And
keys, and then you get a digital.
I'm saving for that 2024 Tundra.
There we go. Jason. The only thing is, I was just looking at the Subaru Ascent Onyx Edition.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. My kids have been sick. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Guys.
I know that's a car you don't sell, right?
Car I trade people out of often though.
Dude, I used to have a hard on for Subarus, and but then we had the kids and stuff, so I kind of moved away from them because their crossovers and SUVs are kind of ugly, except for the Outback, in my opinion.
It's a bad design.
The
Boxer engine is a poor design. So it
hasn't changed in so fucking long either.
But
it's still shitty.
Right. Their pistons are going straight at each other in that.
But I do like the value for like bells and whistles you get with Outback. And I do like their all-wheel drive system. It's just the motor is, I don't know. From what I've seen, it's hit or miss. You either get one of the really shitty motors from them, or you get a motor that just rolls like with anything.
Yeah, it's just I learned about it because of I've done Toyota and now Hyundai.
But you can say that about any brand, I feel like.
Well, yeah, but it's like the idea of it being a V where the pistons go down in this motion and they're not crossing each other is what's actually resisting the head gaskets from blowing that you have in the Subaru because they're constantly forcing against each other. So when you get to 100,000+ miles and it's been wearing on the pistons back and forth in that same boxer motion, it's harder on this. It's just designed poorly. But I mean, there Subaru people are very specific.
Hey man, they plant trees when you buy one of their cars.
Yeah. And if you're going if you're in Vermont and you need all-wheel drive all the time on a car, if you're going on dirt roads and stuff, you want a car that's just constantly in all-wheel drive, like a Subaru.
I don't know, dude. You don't need dirt roads. So when we bought, what the fuck did we buy? It's when my wife bought her Mazda CX-3, I think it was. But we were driving back from Northern Virginia, a hellacious fucking rainstorm, and she had an older CX-9 before that with all-wheel drive, and she like called me shitting her pants because her new Mazda did not have all-wheel drive, and I'm like flying down the highway trying to get fucking home, but it's all-wheel drive is unbelievable in the fucking rain, which most people are dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think most people in the country, dirt roads, camping, hiking, that kind of shit, want a 4-wheel drive vehicle. All-wheel drive will still take care of it, but not as good as a full-time or a selectable 4-wheel drive vehicle.
I don't know enough about any of it. I mean, I just always get all-wheel drive just because I know it's good in the snow. And
well, you got snow, yeah.
That's kind of what we always do, and that's actually.
But a 4x4 is better, but all-wheel drive is definitely better than a front-wheel drive vehicle in the snow. Obviously,
so the Kia Carnival. That was the other thing we were looking at, right? It was the.
Is that thing with like fucking 5 rows of seating?
No, it's 3 rows, but it's technically right like a minivan, but doesn't really look like a minivan. But it's front-wheel drive. I thought it was all-wheel drive.
We went through that. We went through that family exercise, Joe.
Yeah.
Before I sold Korean cars, we went and looked at the Carnival, and I was still at Toyota because we wanted to get my wife something bigger because the RAV4 just doesn't have a space for 2 car seats.
No, it's just too small.
Yeah. So we went to get the Carnival, and I didn't realize it wasn't all-wheel drive. But that was interesting. I love going to car dealerships now that I work in car sales because they just hate my guts, and it's so much fun. But
you pick them apart.
Yeah, well, I usually just go through the motions. I don't say a word. I don't dress like, and we're encouraged to do that. Actually, like they tell you to shop other dealerships to see what they're doing, how it works, or whatever. But I don't say anything. I don't say anything until the end, until like the numbers start coming out, and then I'm just like, okay, yeah. And geez, so could you just like take all of these 5 products that you baked into this number and points of interest that you don't have to put on there, and just like go back to your manager and get me the actual price of the car? And then
what a dick. That's great.
What dealership do you work at? So.
Yeah.
But the Carnival is a front-wheel drive car, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a decision we got to make, what we want to do. And
still better than rear wheel, but
nothing is rear wheel unless it's like a muscle car, though, or a truck.
Like there's still, I think there's still some Chevy SUVs on the market that are rear wheel.
Oof. I don't know. I don't think so.
I could be wrong.
I don't believe.
I don't know. I don't keep up with cars that much anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
No, everything rear wheel is like a work truck, or like a cheap
Ford fucking Ranger.
Like the cheapest work pickup truck would be that.
Yeah.
Or like a muscle car, like a racing, like a Mustang.
Yeah.
Or,
like a Mustang that's gonna run itself into a curb because they burn out a little too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little rough on that with that rear wheel and the V8, but no,
gotta get a station wagon and throw the kids in the back like the old days. That was fun times. That's it. My son plays with a little car now. It's like a station wagon. It's like an old school station
with the seat that flips up so your kids could face the car that's rear-ending you.
Exactly. Like, what a great design! Like, bring that
the
back.
old Volvos. I think Chrysler made a station wagon that was like that. Yeah, the shit we did as kids would not fly anymore.
As a kid, our vacation at our family we used to do was Montauk for a few days, and me and my cousins would all sit in the back of the station wagon on the way there. And it was so cool because it was just a freaking
It felt like hot shit too.
Yeah, you did. It was the coolest thing ever, you know. But
that's funny.
No more. That's why we got to figure it out. But that was a good style of a car back then. But speaking of style, right? We were talking about style before. Do you guys have like your kids have like? Do they have like a style that you kind of like?
My son for sure. Joe's gone.
Paw Patrol. If it's got Paw Patrol, Batman, Ninja Turtles, he'll wear
Paw
it.
Patrol is so. My son and it almost brings a tear to my eye. So it's he gets it from me, but he loves / requires to wear a hat, and he doesn't like just wear like he'll wear a baseball cap or whatever if he has to, but he's like super flat about it in that he'll wear like it looks like a fedora, but it was just a stupid like Easter hat, but he wears that all the time. It's like a tan, like it looks like a tan fedora because he's 2, he pulls it off. He was wearing like Santa hats, like he'll wear a winter, like he could do anything and look cute because he's 2. But yeah, he like rocks a fedora style hat. And that's like he chooses that. Like he goes out the door and he's like, "No, my hat. Like I'm not going."
Enjoy it, man.
Yeah,
he sounds not too picky. Give it a few more years, and you're gonna have those mornings where the shit he wants to wear is like in the dryer still, not dry, and he just loses his fucking shit over that sweatshirt or t-shirt that's in there.
Yeah.
We've had that a couple mornings. And I think I've talked about it before. Our son, he's pretty very tactile with like the clothing he wears.
Okay.
So like his pajamas, it's got to be that. He prefers to wear the stuff that what is that? It's not microfiber, but it's that really soft. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck that stuff's called. But he prefers to wear that stuff because it doesn't like irritate his skin or rub him the wrong way. But at the same time, yeah, we've had a couple nights like he loves Grogu and like the Star Wars stuff we've introduced him to. So every night, like, what PJs do you want to wear? Grogu. Well, you already wore all 10 pairs of your Grogu PJs, and we haven't done that load of laundry yet. So. And he'll have a friggin' 5-minute meltdown about how there's no Grogu PJs. And some nights it's such a shit show that you pull it out of the dirty hamper and you're like, all right, fucking put this on. Like, if it's that big of a deal, just wear this, you know? So.
Yeah. And thankfully, we're not at any of that stage yet. It's just we grab the pajamas and it's a fight to get them changed every night.
Yeah.
Every single night. He hates changing, putting his clothes on. Like, I don't know. Any tics or tricks that you guys have had with that one? That's like when we battle every
like changing out of like his day clothes.
He just hates getting changed all of the time. Hates putting on new clothes. Battle every single time.
Do you have him pick out like what he's gonna wear?
No.
So we went through a weird phase with Emerson where he hated that shit too. So what we would have to do is when we get up in the morning, we'd have him pick out his PJs for like what he's going to wear to bed. And then as he's going to bed that night, he's already got his PJs because he picked them out that morning. And when we're putting him down for bed, we'd have him pick out what he's going to wear the next morning. And for some weird ass reason, letting him help us pick the clothes, he was all of a sudden like, oh shit, that was my idea. Okay, I'll put these on. And we had a lot less. I don't know, maybe 3. maybe 3.
Okay.
I think.
I'll do that with my customers. I let them pick up and act like they feel like they actually like it, and then they'll buy it too, like on top of it. So I'll trick my customers like you do with your kid. No, yeah, you want them to feel like they yeah, your kids want to pick the clothes, and then they get more excited about it. I was gonna suggest just straight bribery, Joe. Like, what does he actually like? Just give him that while
he is a sucker.
Clothes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but then we're giving them freaking like candy. You mean like to get changed?
We're in this.
You can bribe him with it. There's something he likes more other than candy.
Well, like he's like
we
we'll
lost
put the TV
Jason's
on
video. Oh, I came back.
Yeah, I mean he'll eat fruit, but that he just goes into I'm gonna kick you mode. You know. When
so our son is we're now in this weird phase where you can get him to do anything if you think if he thinks you're gonna beat him to do it first. So like some nights he'll be watching something on TV with us after dinner. All right, it's time for bed. And he'll get pissed. Like he's not ready for bed, doesn't want to go to bed, wants to finish watching whatever. But then when I start creeping up the stairs and I'm like, Emerson, I'm going to beat you to your bedroom. And my wife will make a big deal out of it. Like, Daddy's going to beat you to the bedroom. And then all of a sudden he gets his little butt off the sofa and he's like, oh shit, like I got to be the first one in the bedroom. So he'll come up there and he'll giggle and I'll bump into him on the stairs and whatnot and make it a game for him. But yeah, we've hit this weird phase where it's gotta be a game for him that he thinks he's winning in order to kind of coerce him and to do whatever. Like he won't. We'll read his story. He'll be in his PJs, and it's time for him to go potty and brush his teeth, and he's like, "No, I don't want to do that." I'm like, "All right, well, I'm going to beat you to the bathroom," and I start creeping out of his bedroom towards the bathroom, and all of a sudden he comes sprinting out and thinks it's hilarious, like nothing ever happened. I think your kid's a little young for that still, but there's weird little stages to like getting your kid to comply with whatever. And Jason's kind of onto something, right? You got to bribe them, and it doesn't have to be food or sweets. It could be, if they use a tablet, it could be, I'll give you an extra 5 minutes on the tablet tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And it can be little white lie shit too, right? Like at the age your kid is, they're not going to remember exactly what you said, but at the time it sounds fucking great to them. So they'll comply.
Yeah, we have to figure that out. You
just got to use it sparingly.
Yeah, like if we told him like, oh, that we'll be able to go outside tomorrow and play, he's gonna remember that we said he can go outside and play tomorrow.
They'll do that, but there'll be other days they forget, and you're like, whew, like I didn't want to do what I told you I was gonna do. But that's why you got to use like little things. You don't want to give them some grandioso thing like put your clothes on and we're going to Disney World. Like that way, if for some friggin' reason you do like have to let them down and can't do whatever you said you would, you're not like, you didn't lose your ass over it kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more like the opposite of it. It's like, oh, okay, like you're screaming at me because you don't want to like put your clothes on. Oh, so you want to go back to bed? Like you don't want to get out? And that's more of a negative reinforcement. But usually he's like, all right, I don't want to go back to bed. I'll put my clothes on for that. Like I've definitely gone down that road. Or yeah, you show him the clothes that he likes. Like it's Mimi. Like obviously he's got tons of Disney stuff for us, and he can't say Mickey Mouse, so it's all Mimi. So it's Mimi clothes. It's Mimi. It's a woof woof. If it's got a dog or it's Mimi or it's a truck or he's very limited, but he can say most of these like simple words, so he knows what he's wearing for sure. But it's a lot easier at 2 than it's going to be at 6.
Yeah, I gotta try to let him pick out clothes. I think I'm gonna try that one.
Yeah. involve him in his own
Just
life.
hold a couple up and lay them out, and then you say, hey buddy, this is what you picked out. You want something different, and
try that.
You go from there.
If he doesn't know where you want, just lay him out. Oh no, that's not what you meant.
Yeah, just get rid of him. Just get rid of him. You don't need kids at that point. What the hell, Joe? That's a LaCroix. How are you're cheating on Polar with LaCroix? Unacceptable.
Well, I do the Polar bottles. I do the LaCroix cans.
Ugh.
And this is the only flavor
off the
LaCroix.
podcast. I'm muting you the rest of the episode now.
This limoncello is freaking delicious.
It better be.
You gotta try.
You got me hooked on Polar. I could not go back to LaCroix after drinking Polar.
Well, again, I do the Polar in the bottles because I go to BJ's for that. But these are very, very cheap at Aldi.
You guys know where that Polar's coming from, right? Right here, baby.
China.
Worcester, Massachusetts.
Worcester.
There you go.
Massachusetts. They actually
coffee and Worcester.
Polar Park is the minor league ballpark. They just built like a whole giant minor league for the Red Sox. It's Polar Park. Polar soda comes from Worcester, Mass. There's the back all there.
Going on, do your kids drink that stuff? Do they drink soda, juice, seltzer? What do your kids drink?
Usually just straight Jack Daniels in the morning.
Nice. Nice.
A little tequila before lunch, but a mimosa usually around, brunch is mimosas. So I guess no. I mean, he drinks.
I gotta go with Bloody Marys for brunch.
He drinks mostly it's whole milk, is like a Bubba or whatever, and he just does water. I guess we've done a little bit of apple juice, but definitely hasn't touched soda at all.
Okay.
Our son still won't touch soda at 5.
Still hasn't?
No, he's had it. He just doesn't like it.
Really?
I mean, he'll do just about any kind of juice you can throw at him. He'll do milk, Capri Suns, and that kind of shit. But he's had a couple sips of a variety of sodas, and he's like, "Nah, I don't. That's not me. I don't want that."
Okay.
Joe, gotta go take that 2-liter Mountain Dew away from my kid. Shit.
Yeah. Seriously.
Shouldn't have that.
Maybe it's because Jenna and I we don't. I mean, we keep a lot of seltzer water in the house and juices and milk and that, but we don't have I mean, if one of us wants a soda or something, we'll buy a 20-ounce bottle or whatever at the convenience store, but we don't keep a lot of it in the house really.
Yeah.
So
we don't.
I don't know if that's why he doesn't like it.
Could be. I mean, unless it's just too sweet, or maybe it's too bubbly.
It's probably too sweet. Yeah. Because we don't go crazy with the sugar on him either.
Yeah, that's either. I mean, he usually just drinks water most of the time, 95% water. Occasionally, we'll do coconut water to give him a little sweetness and stuff. And coconut water is good for the skin and stuff too. But he had, New Year's, he had apple cider, sparkling apple cider.
Yeah.
We gave him a sip of that, and he went like a fiend. It was like a crack.
It's a carbonation, man.
Holy crap. He drank it, chugged a little champagne flute, and he was like, more. And we were like, no, you can't have more. And he's like, give me more! And just started screaming. We were like, what the hell just happened? You just went from this sweet little boy watching the
0 to 100 real quick.
It was nuts. So we hid that real quick, and that was the last time he said that. Because he just went demon child so quickly. It was crazy.
It's the carbonation and the sugar, man.
Yeah. It was nuts, though. We both looked at each other. We're just like, what the hell is in this? That, within seconds, it was nuts. Man. I kind of wanted to do it again just to see if it happened again, but we haven't.
Do it.
I should do that and record it. Do it. Just do it. Do it.
Do it.
But that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, he doesn't. We don't really let him have any stuff like that. We try not. Not that we don't let him.
Well, that's no fun, Dad.
Not. Yeah. He'll get it eventually.
No, Russell's not. He doesn't get any of that. I mean, I started with the dogs. I'm pretty good with even the dogs. They don't have any table scraps or anything like that. And that's where I learned how to be a dad. So, like, I'm pretty good. If you don't give it to them, they don't miss it. They won't beg for it. Like, I definitely, I don't remember what age I did soda, but I can remember kids in middle school who had never like been like had soda or their parents didn't let them have soda. So
Yeah.
we'll really keep the soda out of the equation. I mean, the sugar makes sense. You don't want them to have freaking sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, too much sometimes is, hey, listen, they're gonna have it, birthday parties, all that stuff. And it's like we all did, right? You like it, but I don't know, some of it's too much.
Yeah, sorry about that background noise. I just have these very intelligent people on Facebook asking me if this 2023 vehicle is only $479 for the whole car. Yeah, that's
fuck
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I think too.
Cheap because
Yeah.
it's a monthly
Shit, I'll take a dozen.
dumbass. What? But yes,
People really watch that.
I have only about 12 today, Joe. But so I used to post the cars as the real price, and nobody would. It's crickets. Like nobody's gonna actually comment on marketplace on a vehicle that's priced at a dealership. Like it's not like some crazy deal. But then I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna post the damn payment and get 2,000 clicks a day because people are dumb. And a couple people will actually read the description and see that it says with credit approval, pending finance, and that's your down payment, excludes tax title, like the same stuff any other ad for a car would say. But
Yeah.
they're just so stupid. They're like, oh, what do you mean? Like, why is it only $479? I'm like, just read the description at all. Like, just do me.
Yeah.
Just tell him it's $479,000.
That's right. Yeah. Instead of saying monthly, I'll just be like, no, 479,000. Okay, that'll.
Yeah. That'll work. That'll work.
That's funny.
You should charge a $479 for the dumb question. That's what you should say.
Yeah. Actually, that's the fee for me to respond to this dumb message.
It's bad, but I do play. I mess with them because they mess with me. So they're like, "Oh, what's the real price?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? You want to pay cash? You want to pay cash for a car? Like none of my customers do it. Like just be like, which isn't true. I mean, some people, people will, but I'm like, why would you do something so dumb as to pay cash for a $30,000 car? Like, leverage the bank's money. What are you doing? Like whatever. But so, then I'll avoid the actual price of the car. So I guess I'm just as bad as them. But whatever. Like, oh, you want to pay cash? All right, yeah. Here's the price. And they're like, oh, okay, thanks, forget it. Like,
Bye.
You don't need a car anymore because it's not $479.
Yeah.
I only buy cars that are less than $500.
Yeah, I only buy. Someone was like, "I'll give you 500." I'm like, "I bet you will. I bet you will." It's $29,500 for the car. So
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
That's funny. So, to all you dads out there, if you need some dealership hacks and tricks,
Oh God.
message Jason and he might share them with you.
Yeah.
I hear they're protected trade secrets.
No.
But,
See, that's the thing. That's my mission statement. Like I've infiltrated the dealerships. I'm just like savvy enough that I'm in there, but I'm not gonna like just like stuff it up your keister. So if you want, I won't F you. You might trust me and then buy more cars from me. instead of the way that
all the cars.
business would, you just take them for such a wild ride that you make all the money, and they spend the rest of their life being like, I hate car dealerships, they fucked me so hard. How about
That's me.
How about
I don't get fucked. I just hate dealing with them. But
That's
I know
why
when
I
to
just
walk
always
away because shit's.
That's
not
why I
smelling
always get
right.
a Subaru. Just because my brother-in-law gets this VIP thing, and it's like dealer invoice minus 2%. I just give him the letter, and that's it. That's the price. Get me the car I want, and I don't have to deal with the thing.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
But the average person doesn't have that, and but they'll come to me because I'll just go and fight with the manager, and the managers are always like, you don't like making money? And I'm like, I'm all right making like $100 less on this one, so that they are, instead of getting 100 and making your rich ass happy, and then that person hating me for the rest of their life. So that's my take on selling cars. So I'll get to
You're a good man.
whatever the fuck.
You're a good man.
Way to go, Jason. Come on.
All right, fellas. Well, we gotta wrap this one up because the past few have been kind of long-winded, so we're trying to reel these episodes back in as far as length goes. But thank you guys for hanging out again. Come check us out on Facebook. Check out any of the other episodes you haven't caught up on or seen yet, and as always, drop us a message if there's something particular you're trying to hear us share on the show. But thank you guys again. Have a good night, and we'll catch you on the next episode. See ya.
Later.
Peace out.